Chris here, back with a follow-up video of Xiaomi's Mi Pad 4. So I have now been using it for about 3 days, and I really am enjoying this tablet. I find myself using it a lot more than I probably would normally with my tablets that I review. I've just found this to be very enjoyable so far, this tablet. I really do like it. Now, there's a couple of things that weren't entirely covered in the review. Well, one of them was the battery lifetime. So I did end up going through that, and I just wanted to point that out right here in this video. So first up is the standby battery life. So I did do a test of that yesterday, and I charged it up to 100%, and then I just left it. So we lost 3% only in about 12 hours, and that's connected up to wireless the whole entire time. So for standby battery use, it's looking really, really good. You can see here that it's going to go for 338 minutes or something like that. So a very long time. Screen on time, you've probably seen that already. So 12 hours, 5 minutes was the max, but I will go through that. So when I was testing it out, I did a lot of gaming. So I played Hit for almost 1 hour, YouTube for 2 hours, and also Chrome use for close to 3 hours there, and PUBG for 2 hours as well. Now we're testing out PUBG, almost 2 hours there. That gaming, you're probably gonna lose around about, for every hour of gaming, you use about 12% battery life, and actually just a little bit more. But I've worked it out that you can probably game on this tablet for about 7 hours or more, if not more. It is actually really quite good. It all depends, of course, on where you have the screen brightness setting. So I set it to 200 lux, and it was not on automatic brightness. And you can see there, screen on time of 11 hours, 22 minutes. I still had about 5% left. So the battery life is very solid on this. So when I gave my estimate in the review, I said about 10 hours. I like to underestimate a little bit just in case, because that was when I was streaming YouTube, and you'd lose about 8% for every hour. So very, very good battery life. You can see it's very steady. It's just slowly declining there, and no issues. It doesn't get hot at all. Gaming, it barely gets warm right here. That's it. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So performance of it is really good. Bear in mind that my model's the 4GB one, so it could be slightly different with the 3GB model, but I highly doubt that, because I have tested out mobile phones and other tech, and when it's just 1GB less with Android, it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. It'd be different if it was just 2GB of RAM, or even one on some of those real cheap, crappy tablets you can get. So overall, this tablet is really good, very enjoyable. There's been lots of questions in my review, people asking about the screen and things, and I feel that it's not a downgrade at all over the iPad screens. And here you can see next to one of those Retina screens, this is the i5 Mini 4S, which has, of course, a 4:3 aspect ratio. This one's 16:10, so a lot of people don't like that. You do get slightly smaller top and bottom bezels. Now, this doesn't just come with the white front on it. It also comes with the black. I pointed this all out in my review of this. So if you want more details on that, then please, of course, check out the review. But to me, the screen isn't really a downgrade. It's not quite as sharp, but it actually tops out to be a lot brighter. This one's about 340 lux on this particular unit, and this one goes way over 500 lux. And it also, both of them, they do dim down really dim as well. So there we go, solid battery life, good build quality, very decent screen, brighter than the Mi Pad 3 screen, not quite as sharp. It doesn't have GPS, it does not have micro HDMI. That's two things that this tablet is missing. If you see my review, that's really the only thing really stopping this from being a really, really good tablet. And it still comes highly recommended if you don't, of course, need HDMI out or GPS. It really is one of the best offerings I have seen so far, and that's why I'm using it a lot. I like it, but of course, people have been asking me, what is the best tablet for the price? And I feel it's still, and always probably will be for so long, the iPad. So the 2018 model iPad, it supports the Apple Pencil. It is very powerful, and the base model, I think that sounds for about 300 US, is still the best bang for your buck when it comes to tablets. If you want the best, a very good screen on it, still that iPad Retina screen, 9.7 inches, and it also has very good standby battery life, very good battery life, plenty of good games and apps on the Apple App Store. If you're not into the Apple ecosystem, that is, then something like this Android tablet is a very decent choice.